Welcome back. This is the second time I'm attempting this video, and let's go and get right to it. So the first thing I want to cover is I've done some file management. I've put stuff into this script directory and trying to organize things a little better. I do have other items in here like the configuration files and the videos, just because I don't want to have to try to figure out the relative or absolute path for some of these scripts. So it's easier to have the files in here. As we move along, we'll make a video directory. More specifically, when we do this break video or add other videos into the stream to break up the stream into different parts. We'll go through some of these scripts, but a lot of these are very similar. So let's take a look at the loop script real quick. And haven't made many changes to this from the previous video. I did add a little bit of some comments in there, but everything is still the same. It has a will continue, which will determine if the loop is going to continue, and the input selection, which gets it from the select.conf file, and then the select.conf, if it is empty or has a 0, it will change the will continue to 1. It will end the loop. Otherwise, it will run one of the selections from the select.sh script, and in the future may have a final outro script with some standard information on there. Next, let's take a look at that select script. Again, didn't make any changes. If there's nothing in there, it gets the input on the command line from the loop, or can be run independently. That's why I haven't used these as one file, trying to keep things more modular. And if there's no message, it just echoes no argument and terminates. Otherwise, it runs one of these selections: the X11 grab, the intro video, the webcam, the microscope, the RCA, the HDMI, or the break video. And the break video, I may just call show video and just have it in there. But I do want to keep the intro video as something separate, because that should only run once. Even though the live stream that I just did a few days ago, because I didn't have a break video, I just repeated the intro video. But now, how do we get the information into this loop or select, into that comp file, that select.conf? For that, we have this GUI.sh. And this is where it has two selections, or two selection variables. I initialize them here as selection A and selection B, and I'll show you why there needs to be two, mainly how the Zenity produces its output. First, let's take a look at that Zenity script. That's what we're using to create this GUI, is a program called Zenity. And the return value of Zenity will go into that selection underscore A variable, and the width of it is 100. The height is 300. We're using the list, and we're using a radio list. The title over here. Yeah, let's make this a little prettier. We'll do select. We'll use title case, I think this is called. Input device. Hopefully that doesn't mess with my width here, because of the width of a uppercase letter versus a lowercase. I don't know how tight I made it. Input. So there's two columns. One is just blank, and that's going to be where the radio button is, and the other one is just going to say input type. And I'm going to put the input in title case too. No reason to have input as all caps. And I'm leaving as all caps because that's going to finally end everything, even though it is the default value. Make video a title case, X11 grab, webcam, microscope, RCA, HDMI capture. These are all the individual selections, and that, when you select one of these and you hit OK, that is what is going to be returned. So now that's why we need to take that return value and turn it into something valid. So if there's no return value, if there's nothing in selection A, it just returns no argument. Otherwise, if it's the word end, I need to make sure I capitalize this now that I changed it to video, X11 grab, webcam, microscope. So for the RCA capture and HDMI capture, I put in quotes. I could have put all of them in quotes to keep it consistent, and I'll do that later on. So now that will export change the selection B to the value that we need, and I didn't put it in order of how it is over there. I just kept it as I typed it out, and that could always be changed later on. And I'm just for demonstration, I have it echoing out what the selection A is, and that equals what the selection B is. So you can see, and then it echoes that selection B into the select.conf. And in the future, I'm going to probably add a second call to Zenity and have that ask, do you want to terminate now? So you select webcam and you hit yes, it'll immediately run that termination and continue. But if you're doing a video, or if you're in a video, once that video ends, it'll automatically terminate, so you won't want to do that and just cut that video off. So we'll go ahead and save that, and we will run it. And as you can see here, it defaults to end. It asks for the input. Oh yeah, I had plenty of room in there to put a description. Has the end video grab, so if you select, let's check video, make sure I didn't mess that one up, and hit OK. And yep, video equals 7. And that is, then we can cat the select.conf, and lo and behold, it's a 7. And then the next time that loop runs through an iteration, or the FFmpeg terminates and runs through the iteration, it'll go ahead. But for the first time you're running it, you're going to want it to be a 2. So we can just edit this and make it a 2 so it runs that intro video, if that's how you want to start your live streams, which is a good way to just have everything prepped. You know it's going. People that are waiting in your queue can see that the video is about to start and get ready. So it's a good way to start. So let's take a look at our notes. I've already put down it was recorded because I found out that the video is messed up in editing. And the next video is we're going to try to fit in that kill command, either into the loop script, into the select script, into the GUI, somewhere in there. I've done some early testing. I did it in that live stream that I did a couple days, and I'll pin that in the comments and put that in the description. Then I want to try to add overlays. So in editing, I can add an overlay that says subscribe, leave a comment, like, or something like that. But in the live stream, right now, I don't have that ability, and I do want to get back to the FIFO pipes, and the main reason is that for the early testing of the next phase of this, which will be creating a C program, we're going to be using the FIFO pipe migrating between the scripts and the C programs that we're coming out with, but that's going to be probably a few weeks out as we go ahead and get everything working, or as much as we can get working with the scripts. So then we can slowly add the functionality to the C program. And then we can maybe even expand to Python. I've had comments where people have asked about Python and stuff. So we can try different programming languages. Right now we're just using basic Bash scripting with the FFmpeg, a compiled program, and we'll make it into our own. So I'm going to be continuing to do some live streams. I will most likely do a live stream next Monday night is what I am thinking, depending on how my schedule works out. And then the next video probably won't come out on Wednesday. It'll probably come out on Thursday or Friday, just so I have some time to edit it out. And I'm not sure what day this video is going to come out. I hope that this video did not have the same issues as the last one. Yeah, of course. As soon as I say that, it gets all messed up. Otherwise, I'm going to have to come up with a new video for this week. But if you're watching this, I didn't have to do that. So I hope to see you on a live stream. Go ahead and follow the community posts. I'll try to start adding those there. Go ahead and subscribe. Otherwise, thank you for watching. You have a great day.